Now we're going to install the upper joint onto the lower joint. And this is a little trickier, and this is where most of the damage comes up. As you all know, that are experienced clarinet players, the clarinet has a bridge work here. The lift of the bridge on the right hand, and the part of the clarinet that's raised right here on the left hand. Now, many times an inexperienced person will assemble the clarinet and they'll grab it like this. And when they grab it like this with the right hand, they depress the rings. Well, this will raise the lift part of the bridge. At the same time, they'll try to put the upper joint on like this, so the upper part of the bridge will stay down while this is being pressed up, and then they'll jam the clarinet on, and what will happen is that the lower part of the bridge will run into the upper part of the bridge, and you'll either tear a cork off, or if you do it really carelessly, you'll end up bending the bridge completely out of alignment. So you don't want to do that. And the way you can completely avoid that is, first of all, keep your hands away from the rings of the left hand. Put your hand again down here on the bottom of the clarinet, grasping mostly with the bell. And I've got my fingers around the lower part. Now with the upper joint, I cradle the upper joint in the palm of my hand and take my middle finger and press it down on the middle ring. Now that's going to raise the bridge. So yeah, you want to raise the bridge there, and then so this bridge, the lift on the bridge then stays in contact with the lower joint. It's not elevated at all, and this part is elevated. So then they're not going to damage each other. They're not going to jam each other when in assembly. And again, you're going to be holding the clarinet with the left hand, and you're going to be pushing and rotating with the right hand. And there we go. Then we have, and then I easily align the bridge work the way I want it, the bridge key, so that the 1-in-1, then I check my 1-in-1 to make sure that it's working. And there I've got a successfully assembled lower and upper joint, and I haven't damaged anything of the bridge work, which is the most critical part of all. Next, of course, we want to put on our barrel, and we want to put on the mouthpiece. And what I recommend doing is, I've pre-lubricated this mouthpiece, so what I recommend doing is putting the barrel and mouthpiece on at the same time, so that they're assembled by themselves. And remember, you're always push and twist, and the same way for disassembly. And then putting on the barrel with the upper joint, you want to start with pushing and twisting, and I'm holding the clarinet down like this, and push and twist, and so now I've got my whole clarinet assembled, and I'm ready to do considerable amount of musical damage if I decide to do that. That's how simple it is, and yet people manage to screw it up. If the cork is too thin, then assembly or disassembly will be a problem. If you don't observe these rules about the bridge, lift the upper bridge, keep the lower part of the bridge down in assembly. If you don't observe that, then you may end up damaging your cork or bending your bridge key and end up having a little repair bill. So it's better to learn how to do that in the first place. And every time you assemble your clarinet, don't sit around talking to your stand partner or being distracted by the pretty girl over across the band room playing in the flute section. No, pay attention to what you're doing, because you can end up still not having the habit of doing this bridge work and end up bending it and messing it up and still having to have a repair job. So always be alert when you're assembling your clarinet. And disassembly, of course, is just the reverse of everything. Remember, when you disassemble the clarinet, you're always pulling and twisting. Always pulling and twisting. Never push something straight on or pull something straight off. Always push and twist. There you go. There are the rational steps in correctly assembling the clarinet, making sure that you don't bend any keys, making sure that you don't damage anything, especially that bridge work, which is so commonly damaged in one way or another when people carelessly and thoughtlessly assemble the clarinet. And I hope you find this helpful. Please check out our website, RidenourClarinetProducts.com. We got some great products for sale now. We got a special sale on Arioso clarinets that I've hand-tuned and prepared, and they're really going to save you a lot of money. If you want a great B-flat clarinet, either as a first clarinet or a clarinet that you can play, in all kinds of circumstances without fear of the clarinet cracking or anything, this is your chance to get a really great instrument that will play the equal of your best wood clarinets for a lot less money. Okay? So again, thank you all for watching, and please send us your comments. We always enjoy hearing from you, one way or the other. Whether you like the videos or whether you're critical of the videos, it's always instructive to us and helpful to us in preparing future videos. So don't just sit there passive, okay? You're a participant in this because it exists for you. See you next time.